Human Reproduction Science Video for 6th grade. Who do you look like? Do you look like your father? Or do you look like your mother? Do you look like your brothers or sisters? Which family traits do you have in common? Children get their family traits or features from their parents' genes. If your father has green eyes, you could have green eyes too. If your mother has brown hair, you could have brown hair too. If your father has blonde hair, you could probably have blonde hair too. You probably heard of the units of this genetic material called genes. Genes are responsible for transmitting the qualities from parents to children. The color of the hair, the height, the color of the eyes, and a lot of characteristics of your appearance depend on the combination of genes. You could have characteristics from your mother and your father. But not only humans have these genes. All living things have genetic material that passes from parents to offspring to perpetuate the species in a process called reproduction. Reproduction in human beings takes place sexually, which means it requires the union of sexual cells called gametes. The sexual cell of the male is called sperm, and the sexual cell of the female is called ovules. For reproduction, there should be a union of these two cells, the male and the female gametes. Male reproductive system. The male reproductive system is responsible for producing and moving sperm from the body. In mammals, sperm is produced in the testes and travels through the reproductive system by a series of ducts. A secondary function of the male reproductive system is the production of the hormones responsible for the sex characteristics of the male, such as facial hair. The male reproductive system is composed of several distinct organs located in the lower abdomen. Reproductive organs. The reproductive organs that we are going to study in this class are the testes, the penis, the urethra, the urinary opening, the vas deferens, it's right here. The seminal vesicles, right here. And the bladder, right here. Female reproductive system. The female reproductive system is made up of internal organs and external genitals. Reproductive organs. The ovary, right here, or ovaries in plural because women have 2 ovaries. The fallopian tube, or plural, the fallopian tubes. The uterus, right here. The vagina, and the vulva is below the vagina, right here. And in this picture, we can see the egg, which is the ovule. Right here is the egg, or the female ovule cell.
Hello friends, and welcome to a new happy learning video. Today we're going to learn about our origin. Let's learn about the human reproduction. Reproduction develops in 3 stages: conception, pregnancy, and childbirth. And for it to take place, both females and males need to intervene. We already know that the male reproduction system produces sperm, and the female reproduction system egg cells. Well, fertilization is when a man's sperm cell and a woman's egg cell released from her ovaries unite. And this happens inside the woman's body, normally in the fallopian tube. In order for that to occur, semen, which carries hundreds of thousands of sperm cells, must first pass through the vagina into the uterus to finally reach the fallopian tubes. Out of all the millions of sperm cells, only one will be able to penetrate and fertilize the ovum, creating a zygote. Now gestation of the fetus can occur within the female uterus. Pregnancy is the stage where a new human being is formed and begins to grow inside its mother's womb. It lasts around 9 months, and during this period, the zygote begins to divide into many cells, growing into a fetus. Bit by bit, the new little being housed in the uterus and connected by an umbilical cord to its mother continues to grow, as well as developing all its organs. In only 2 months of gestation, the embryo already looks like a baby. By the way, the baby receives its nutrition and oxygen through the umbilical cord. The mother's body also goes through big changes. Her tummy, for example, grows much bigger. Childbirth occurs around the 9th month of gestation and is when the baby exits into the world through the vagina. Normally, a baby is born head first, followed by the rest of its body. After a baby is born, the umbilical cord is cut. And do you know what happens? Well, the scar that is left is our belly button. Interesting, isn't it? Now, we have learnt about the human reproduction and its 3 phases: conception, pregnancy and childbirth. I hope you found it interesting. Goodbye, friends, and don't forget to subscribe to Happy Learning TV.